tagged me, and the post they tagged me on was actually a job opportunity. And I was like, and it's not even Nigeria, it was a foreign job opportunity. And that was around within 6 months of like me. No, I didn't post trial 6 months. That's what I'm saying. But it was within 6 months of my learning. I posted kind of not so consistently, but I mean consistently with a routine. I posted for like a month, 2 months. Yeah, something like that. So I and someone I do not know from Adam. I don't know the person till now. The person tried tagged me on that post, and that was how I got the job. I started working with the woman, and the person got me the job. And now another way I also got job was I joined a Twitter space then, and they were really just talking about random stuffs, and it piqued my interest though. So I actually joined, and that was how the person checked my profile from the Twitter space, and the person literally gave me a job. It was really weird. And all these people are even foreign clients, like literally. So if I had not been putting myself out there would be nothing for the person to see in my profile or in my bio or whatever. Yeah, profile basically. There will be nothing to see, but because I have built the credibility with time. You don't want to start posting when you now know you need it. It's better you make that platform your portfolio. It's not hard. It's just yourself. You just have to be yourself. And I'm actually going there. That is not where I'm going now. When we are talking about 3 foundational pillars for building your online presence. Now, you don't just want to just get a place and you just start posting randomly. You need to know yourself, because okay, this is it. I suddenly started being not suddenly of course, but I really started being very active on LinkedIn some months ago. That'll be around March. So I started being very active on LinkedIn, and I found myself almost losing myself. I mean, almost blending in, because LinkedIn can be very wild. I'm very sure you agree with me. Let me be sure you can hear me though. If you agree that LinkedIn can be wild, please drop a reaction. And you can tell us your own definition of LinkedIn being wild. I just want to be sure that you are following me actively. I guess so. I can't see any reaction. Okay. Oh, what? Thank you so much. It can be wild and formal, and when we are saying even wild, it can be good, but my own version of even it being wild is the fact that it can be really crazy. Like, you can get frustrated by staying there for long if you don't have yourself grounded, and if you don't have a structure, you will just basically lose yourself on LinkedIn. So I started being active on LinkedIn. I just want to share my story before I really dive fully in. So I started being active on LinkedIn, and I saw that people were doing a lot of things, and exactly, almost everybody literally gives motivational quotes, and that is it. They really do that for likes and for comments, for engagement, and you can find yourself blending into that. You're not careful. You can say that you're a virtual assistant. You put that in your bio, and the next thing you are doing is to be sharing motivational quotes every day. I mean, people will follow you. That's one of the biggest way of not fastest, yeah. But that's one of the ways to grow on LinkedIn. You will really grow. I can assure you that you will get followers, you get people that will, But the truth is that you won't get clients. That's the thing. So you really, when you are talking about growing on building your online presence, you need to know what exactly you want. I got to a point, I usually have to ask myself that, Gloria, what do you want? Do you want clients or you want engagement? Do you want clients or you want likes? And I when I answered that question with all sincerity, I was able to get back on track and stick with what I do and not farm for engagements, because I was already, every time I post, like those times my post was not really performing well on the platform, because I want us to be very practical. If you are trying to grow your online presence, let's first ask, what is that online presence? You have to know where you want to grow. Now, for me, as I said before, I started with Twitter, which was the X. I started with that. And from there, I transitioned, as I would say. I am still quite active on Twitter, though, but getting my clients is actually mostly on LinkedIn. So I've gotten a couple of clients on LinkedIn. So I really focus on LinkedIn. So, and that's what I'm saying. You really don't want to grow two platforms at once. Not everybody will tell you this, but I'm telling you the truth. Just one platform and focus on it at first. Of course, you can pick another one later, but focus on one platform and grow. Know that platform in and out and use it for yourself. Rather than trying to, you post on Dribble today, you post on Behance tomorrow, you post on LinkedIn today, you post on Twitter, you post on Instagram, you post on, just like you're just scattering every, you will burn out because it will not be rewarding. So you have to have a ground. You have to choose just one platform that you learn about that platform, you know the in and out of that platform, you know how best to utilize it, because each of these platforms actually, they have their in and out that when you find it out, you benefit from it. So just choose the one you want to use. You can say, okay, I want to be posting on X, or I want to be posting on LinkedIn, or I want to be posting on what other platforms. I am, because I'm a designer, so I'm mostly talking about, I can talk about designer platform. Okay, yeah, there's Instagram. So you can say I want to be posting on Instagram, and you have to find a platform that aligns with what you are trying to bring out there. So if you are someone that your work is more of a corporate thing, I won't say corporate, because for me personally, I believe that anything works on LinkedIn. Anything actually works on LinkedIn, and it depends on how you know how to tell stories and how you know how to be authentic. So anything works on LinkedIn, but mostly though, it's always mostly about corporate stuffs. So it's always mostly about, if basically just things that your clients are there. So when you want to choose a platform, just ask yourself, where will I find the chunk of my clients? For me, my answer is LinkedIn. Another answer is actually X, because my clients are also on X. But the thing is, I feel like LinkedIn is more valued in my own area for me, for my niche actually. I'll be niches actually, but my main niche is health tech, and my other niche, ed tech and likes. So, but for me, I feel like LinkedIn is more where I can position myself, build my personal brand, and I can also have, LinkedIn is like a portfolio for me, because I can get back there several, you see several times when you want to apply for jobs, they will ask for your LinkedIn profile, because they know that not everyone is on LinkedIn. That's the point. People run away from it, and if you can be unique on LinkedIn and you can stand out, I bet your clients will rush at you, because they know that it doesn't come easily. See, I've gotten a couple of clients on LinkedIn, and what they told me was that we saw how you post, and we feel like you are so good at what you do, and not everybody writes like you, not everybody posts like you. And that was it. One client literally told me that he's giving me the job because he knows I'm active on LinkedIn. I'm like, is that all it takes? What if I'm not good? But the point is that they have things to explore. Things I've posted for months, for even years now, they can access them easily. So that is actually one of the ways. It's literally your portfolio. So treat it as such. You don't have to come and say nonsense, because it will get back at you. So first, not to divert, get your platform, because I mentioned that I want it to be very practical. So get your platform. So as at now, you should have written down the platform you really want to focus on. Don't write 2, don't write 3, just one that you want to focus on for the next 2 months. One that you want to focus on the next 2 months. So now let's make progress. So when I'm talking about the 3 foundations, when I'm talking about the 3 foundational pillars, I started with clarity. And when I'm talking about clarity, it means who you are and actually what you do. Now, who you are, ask yourself, who are you? You have a lot of answers, because some people can say I'm handsome, I'm a pretty lady, and I am this and that. But when I'm saying who are you, it means that basically are you? Who do you want to portray yourself as? Now, when I'm saying who do you, I'm not saying that who you want to fake yourself as. I mean who you really are. Like now, if you ask me, who am I? One thing, people that follow me very well on LinkedIn, one thing they know about me is I'm a product designer that solves problem. I'm too loud about that. That literally a client literally told me that, oh, I saw that you are a designer that solves problem on LinkedIn. I looked back, I'm like, you know that people are reading those things. Like, I have been known for something. I made it so loud who I am. Of course, I have personality outside of work, and I have fun on LinkedIn. So I post some funny memes because I'm funny. I'm not funny, but I love laughing. So there were times that I posted some work funny videos, but the point is that I'm myself. I'm not trying to become somebody else. Though of course, as I've shared, there were times that I almost blended in like others. I almost started only talking about LinkedIn, or how to grow your audience on LinkedIn, how to do this and stuff. But I had to come back and be like, hello, I'm a product designer. If you don't like my designs, don't like it. I am only sharing my works, sharing my personal growth, sharing my mistakes, sharing all those things. And that's it. I even barely share wins on LinkedIn lately. I barely share, oh, I got a job. All the best. If you want to know, check my profile. So basically, and those things makes you very, very expensive. You are not doing like others. You are just yourself. You have class. You get? So when I'm talking about clarity, it's very important before you even get into any platform, because those platforms, it contains a lot of people that are doing several things, and you can lose yourself in the process. So you have to be very, very clear and always remember, who are you? What are you trying to do here? When I reminded myself that I'm a product designer, I'm not an influencer. I don't want to be an influencer. That was when my head reset that I do not want to be an influencer. I remembered who I am. And now, what do? I remember that I am a product designer. What should a product designer do? A product designer should solve problems, and a product designer should share what she does. When they get on my profile, they already know that I'm a product designer. When they get on my profile, they already know what I do. They don't have to go too far, because then what I used to do, I talk more than I share my practical works, and I was realizing that is hurting my brand, because you just talk too much, no proof. Like, what the heck? So I literally noticed that, and I defined things that, okay, I got the clarity that, okay, this is what I do and this is who I am. Oh, sorry, I can't really drop my LinkedIn, but you can search Gloria Ojo on LinkedIn. You will see me already. I'm at the top. All right, so you see, just search Gloria Ojo, you see me there. So basically, I was able to realize all those things, and it was going to be hard, because I was like, I should post what I want to say, but now I don't just, and you won't even believe, when I now started posting my work, and I realized that even people like my work even more than my face. Like, I've literally been posting my face and saying lots of things about my UX, just talking about like theoretical stuff, but when I started sharing practical, that's when I knew that I actually have followers on LinkedIn. That's when I knew that people exist on LinkedIn. Like, people are literally reading my posts. Of course, now the truth is that even when I was posting my faces, I was getting clients. That's the truth. I was, of course, when you are good. But that's by the way. So I was getting clients. I got people reach out to me on likes, but I feel better posting my work, and I've gotten more clients by posting my work. So it boosted my confidence. I have nothing to fear. I can literally just send clients to just check my profile for themselves and make their decision. I don't have to be convincing anything that I'm good. Just check my LinkedIn profile, or check, if you see my portfolio there, just check it and get back to me. All right, so it's just that should be how you should feel about your brand. That is basically who you are. Your brand is who you are. That is what people will know you as. So define it clearly what you want to be known as. Don't blend in. It is very easy to blend in, but don't do that. Don't farm engagement. Rather, connect with the right set of people. Connect with people that you really need, your real target clients. Connect with people that you contribute to each other. You know, not say connect, because if your phone is X, you can follow, right? So follow those people. They will motivate you. Like, they will keep your hopes high. You don't want to be following people that are still looking for, they are getting jobs of 100K and they are too excited. You don't want to follow people like that. You want to follow people that are getting jobs of $100K. If you get your head, you will know you have not even started life. Now I know that it's not about money, right? But you need people that will challenge you. You need people that they've gone through this process and they've gotten things right. So you need to connect with those people. I was thinking about something some time ago, and I was like, okay, come to think of it, I was checking my connection, and like, I've connected with a lot of people I wouldn't have met physically. Like, LinkedIn is that I'm not an ambassador for LinkedIn. I'm not LinkedIn ambassador, but it's just like, that is my home platform. That's why I have a lot of things to say about it. So LinkedIn is that place where I can connect with anybody, anywhere, anyhow. And that is where you can really get those unique. I've gotten a lot of great friends from LinkedIn just because I was active. I'm not seeing these people physically. A lot of like foreign friends just catch up, and it just, just gist and stuff like that about work and stuff. But these people know that I'm real, like I'm authentic. It's just, God, LinkedIn is just that. LinkedIn is just a really great place to put out yourself, and also X actually. But X is a lot though. You have to really know what you're doing. Yeah, my X is not like, it's not what I do. My X is just really about design space and design Twitter. So yes, now after we're talking about clarity, we are talking about consistency. Now I've said a lot of things about being clear and having your platform, but even after you make that decision, you have to know one other thing: commitment, consistency. I said you choose a platform where you commit for 2 months. Now, when I'm saying committing to a platform for 2 months, that means you have to be consistent. One of the reasons people will trust you is because you show up consistently. They see that this person will be there. Like, they expect that they know, though it's now that they really post every day again. Levels don't change. It's not level actually. The thing is that I have gotten more busy. I've gotten busier. So, and I also, as I said, I don't also want to post anything on my LinkedIn. So, but before, they know I post everything. When I started, I post every single day. And the truth is that some people that want to just get started, we now want to start from where I am right now. But I didn't start that way too. I built from somewhere. I started on LinkedIn with 1,500 followers thereabouts, or 1,000 something, or 1,000 plus. And now, of course, not about followers, of course, it's about the results. But I'm just saying, like, people have followed me. Like, now I'm on like 4,000 plus. And the thing is, people just know that this person can add to them. And there are several people that are observing you out there. People are looking at you like, you will not know. You will not know, but seriously, people are watching you. They are trying to see how good you can be. So, as I'm saying, you have to be very consistent. You have to, when I'm talking about consistency, it's not only about time, it's about your activities, your actions. Let's say you comment on people's posts. You have to be consistent with it. You even have to comment, actually. You have to reply post. You have to reply to comment under your post. You don't want a bad impression on yourself. So you have to be consistent. It's not only about, just posting. You just don't post and you leave. Consistency in your efforts, consistency in your growth, because you don't want to be doing the same thing you did when you started, then 5 months later you're still doing the same thing. Then you are not consistent. Your growth has to be consistent. You know, okay, this person is making progress. I'm seeing consistent change in this person. So in terms of growth, in terms of your time, in terms of your commitment, in terms of, you have to be consistent in everything. Find your why. That's why I said it. You need to know why you are there, so that when you know why you are there, it will help you. It will help you to stay more solid. It will help you to really become vast and no issue at all. So yeah, another thing I'll be talking about is your credibility. I've already said that some time ago, but yeah, that is about building trust. Now, one thing people you see most people do on LinkedIn is that they, and even other platform, they show their faces. Yeah, you will see, of course you will see some weird people that they'll put bots. Yeah, they'll put bots, they'll put like icons and stuff. But yeah, one of the ways to build credibility is to show your face. You are a fine boy, you are a fine girl, show your face. Like, and one of the things I see that I didn't really get I didn't really understand fast on Twitter, I said Twitter, on LinkedIn, was that I was posting my one picture every day. That's good though, but I think I've done enough, so I should start changing my pictures. So if you are starting, if anywhere your platform is, make sure you put your face out there. Not every platform has to do, like, now let's say your own platform is Instagram. You want to put your face on your, you should show your face. Maybe you just do a video once in a while to people must know that you're alive. They must know that you're not AI. AI is doing crazy things these days, guys. AI is doing crazy stuff. So people's ability to trust you has reduced. So you have to be can be trusted. And another, I shared a story about me not putting my word and telling to see my word. That's one thing about credibility. It helps people to trust me, right? The fact that I was consistently doing this thing helped people to trust me, and people know that, okay, this person knows what she's doing. Oh, this person is good. Like, literally, people that have been following me for a very long time, they started knowing that this lady is active. Like, I'm not just there to just be talking and yarning every single time. No, like, I literally know what I'm doing. I'm not just doing what everybody's doing. Yeah, so that's the thing. So another thing I would now talk about is well, yeah, right, I think I want to do something practical. Now, if you Google yourself right now, you can try it. Google yourself. Google your name and see what will come out. That's when you know that you need help. I need to be blunt. Now, you need to Google your name and see if anything about you even show up. Now, sometimes, yeah, you can get something about you to show up, but those things have to be consistent over time. Now, of course, let's say you don't have a plan. If you Google my name right now, you see me there. You will see, because I was consistent. I have platforms I've been consistent on. Now, I'm not consistent there the same way, right? But I'm active. That's just the thing. So you have to Google yourself. That will help you to know that you need help, because you are not visible. If you are not visible on Google, you are not visible anywhere. If you are not visible on Google, you are not. Nobody knows you. Just maybe your neighbor and your friends, and maybe the people that used to buy food for you. That's it. Like, you need to. That's why I said I want us to be practical. So Google yourself. Check if you can see yourself come out. Check the platform where you are showing. That means that's the platform where you are maybe most active, or platform where you are mostly known. Now check those things, are they consistent? Because let's say 2 platforms came out for your name now, and it's you, of course, maybe Instagram and LinkedIn. Maybe now on Instagram you suppose your face, you suppose your fine gown and stuff, and now LinkedIn you're talking about how to be a soldier. Like, you have to be consistent. When someone Googles your name, the person you don't go show. When someone Googles your name, like, literally, I've had experience where clients will Google your name. They must know that this person, if they not Google your name, they saw that you are not even showing on Google, they will literally not even trust you, because they feel like there's no way they can trace you. There's no way nobody to this girl or this guy. That's the thing. So you need to have a place where let's even say you now showed somewhere now, or let's say you showed in 2 places. You have to be those things have to be consistent with each other. If in the first place you are being a product designer, in the second place you have to be a product designer, that shows credibility, that shows consistency over time. So, because if you are just there, it's just like you're having footprints everywhere, but you are not even making progress. Chicken can be A chicken can imagine a chicken now. I actually like cute chickens though. So, but imagine a chicken now in like a soggy floor. Yeah, let's say soggy or wet ground. Let me say wet ground. When the chicken is working, chicken will have footstep here, but chicken can literally be in a spot. I mean, in a very small place, and the chicken will be moving all around. You will see lots of footprints. That's what that you a lot of footprints you see. You think that is effort, but that is not growth. The chicken is stuck, even though you can see a lot of footprints there. The chicken is still stuck. It's still in one place. So don't be the same thing like a chicken that is on a wet ground. Don't just have footprints everywhere. Or you have to have great impact. You have to grow. Don't just be everywhere. Be somewhere and like have a very, very great impact. Because usually online presence is not really about you having footprints. It's about your growth. It's about how you can be the engine for growth. How you can see yourself grow. Because I wouldn't say this is the same Gloria that started on LinkedIn months ago. I have gone far. My people have in my psychology, the way I think, the way I talk, the way I do things, Of course, not only in LinkedIn, but I mean that I have known better because I put myself out there. I've been challenged. I've met people that they really talk about me, and I'm like, are you talking about me? Like, am I what you're saying? I was sharing with a friend today that I literally commented on someone's post, and the person was like, I commented on, like, someone commented on under my post story, and I now commented, I replied, I said, oh, thank you, my friend. Guys, you won't believe this guy carried that on his head that Gloria Ojo called him a friend. You will not know that you're a celebrity until you start putting yourself out there. This guy actually made a post on it that I called that I called him my friend, and that is, you don't know. See, people value. It's when you put yourself out there, you know that people value visibility than you can ever think. People love people that are visible. Because not everybody can do that. Not everybody can put themselves out there. So you putting yourself out there has already put an edge on you already. But people value, they will respect you a lot. And yes, one last thing I would say before I forget. One last thing. Now, when you have now you've built your online presence, you've started being consistent, and you now know your why, and you know who you are, and you started connecting with the right set of people. What you want to do? You need to package yourself. You need to forget that you're a Nigerian. You need to step up. Now, when I'm talking about step up, this is what I mean. I got a client reach out to me some days ago, and I should be excited because this person reached out to me on LinkedIn, and I should be excited. But what happened, guys, is that I didn't show my excitement. I didn't even take the person seriously. Now, this is where I'm going. I shared the person before the person could okay, of course the person spoke to me, that the person like sent like a direct connection and stuff, like message, like work opportunity and likes, and I was like, okay, like I said, like, okay, that we like have a chat sometime, like can we just talk? If it were you now, you could have said, oh yes, let's just fix the time that works, and you guys fix the time in your head in the chat, and it will be the time. Now be excited the person to join, the person to thank you. But what I did and what I've been doing, you need to have a calendar. So I literally sent the person my calendar. It's not hard though, it's not hard to do. But those little things, they build they add to you, they build your brand. They show that you are not a random person. I didn't even know, because of course that's what I've been doing, but I didn't know that thing meant a lot to him until we got on the call. And I shared the person my calendar before he could even say much, and I told him to book a call with me in his convenient time, and he booked a call, and we got on the call like during the time he scheduled. And he was literally telling someone that, do you know, you cannot just get on a call with this lady. Like, he was telling his program manager and project manager that you know that you cannot just speak with Gloria anytime. And the person was like, and the person was like, oh my god, like you have a calendar, like they carried it on their head that I ain't, so you're a big person. I'm not a big person, now packaging. But you won't believe, see, that impression alone did a lot. Like it got them so hyped. They wanted to work with me. They're like, oh my god, for you to have that structure, for you to be like that, oh my god, like they were just so hyped and everything like that. So that is one of the things you need to find a way to package yourself. Don't just do things anyhow. Add spice and sauce to what you do. Don't do what others do. Be unique. If others are doing 50, do 100. I be 55. Don't kill yourself. Do like 55. If others are doing 20, do like 30. Do 40. Do something that will make you stand out. You are unique, so you always have those ideas. You are not like others. So yeah. And I really hope that from everything I've said, you already have practical steps on what to do, and you know what's next to do after this. You know now that it is very, very important to build your online presence on social media, basically. And you don't go for several platforms. Fit your platform and focus on it. So thank you so much for listening to me. I think I took a lot of time, but yeah, it was so nice. I had a lot of fun. You must have seen that I'm actually having fun. So thank you so much for listening to me. Such a pleasure. Thank you for having me.